situation. As a powerful and democratic country within the Islamic world, I urge them to use their influence and statesmanship to bring all Iraqi political and religious groups together to solve their differences and to create a peace and stability in Iraq for the sake of all Iraqi people. We believe that Iraq, that enjoys full sovereignty and territorial integrity, constitute one principle of democracy and human rights based on the rule of law and recognition of legitimate national rights of its entitled people, including our Assyrian people, will be a peaceful, dedicated stability and prosperity in the region and the world. However, the most important benefit to come out of this conference must be the formation of a collective leadership for Assyrians that will include all Assyrian national organizations, federations throughout the world. We must have a role on the world stage. We must find a way to agree on a format. We must all put aside our petty differences and concentrate on the survival of our nation. Assyrians throughout the world are counting on us. If we miss this opportunity, there may never be another. At present, the Assyrian nation is a body without a head, and we all know that a body without a head is of no use to our nation. Finally, I would like to thank the Iranian government for allowing us the opportunity to convene Mr. Yonatan Betkolia, the Assyrian representative in Iranian parliament, and the AUA secretary of the Asia chapter, and now the deputy secretary, general secretary, and also the organizing committee for their wonderful job. Thank you very much.
سپاسگزارم از آقای پریدون دبیرکل اتحادیه جهانی آشوری ها. کنگره ملی آشوری ها و حزب بین النهرین از نهادهای جهانی و دیرپایی است که امروز از بخت خوش تنی چند از گردانندگان این کنگره و همینطور این حزب در میهنمان و میهمان کنفرانس بین المللی آشوریان هستند. آقای سرگون ددیشو دبیرکل کنگره ملی آشوری ها و حزب بین النهرین با شما صحبت خواهند کرد.
أنا بشتغل طلبت مني همزمتي ودنا كريعيد بلشان إنجلسنايا إن كلنا عيد همزم بلشانا أطورايا. Your Excellency, Rahim Masha'i, Vice President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, His Excellency Dr. Burjordi, President of the National Security and Foreign Affairs Commission of the Iranian Parliament, Excellencies of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Interior Affairs, and foreign diplomats accredited to Tehran. His Holiness Mardad Khadifort, the prelates of the different Assyrian religious denominations in Iran, the Honorable Yonatan Betkolia, the Assyrian representative in the Iranian parliament, our brothers and sisters of all Assyrian political parties and organizations, including the Assyrian Democratic Party, the Assyrian Democratic Movement, Betkolia Democratic Party, Assyrian Universal Alliance, the Assyrian delegates from Iraq, the Assyrian National Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and salutations. We are thankful that the government of the Islamic Republic of Iran has given us this opportunity to meet in Tehran, Iran. We are appreciative of the assistance provided by the government to make our conference a most successful one, providing us with this beautiful hall and the presence of the respected officials of the government is a good example of the benevolence and respect that the government of Iran has for its Assyrian citizens. May God protect and bless this country forever. We hope that the relationship between the government of Iran and the Assyrians will be solidified in the future. We are aware of the fact that Iran plays an important and leading role in world affairs, especially in the Middle East, including Iraq, our ancestral homeland. Our official meetings will start tomorrow. The objectives of the Assyrian People's Parliament are to build its membership, bylaws, and its framework. We want to build an Assyrian home full of love, peace, and tranquility. All Assyrian organizations have done their duties toward our Assyrian nation. Now it is time to consolidate our efforts and bring about a united front in order to speak with one voice. Please pray for this national objective. Be a supporter of the Assyrian People's Parliament. قايمة مشتعلان السلطان الظلمات إيران دينا تخلب تكبرانا يقرأ رحيم الشاعي أول معليا قد شوتد مردن خروي عايا قاتوليقا بطريقة إدمادن خطأ توراي آبن ديلا عمان بغرنايد إنا همونن روخنايد عماني لقوداها بيتها مقالسة قشيشة مرعيات آشوراي أخونا يوناتن بتكوليا قايوم آشوراي قومت وصلة مع إيران دبران وإزجدت شتاسن أمتنايو بولوتقاي بخواش من جبا توراي ديمقراطايا زوعة ديمقراطايا توراي خويادة تيفيلاي توراي إزجدنا آشوراي من العراق وكنش أمتنا توراي وشركة شلام وخبان ودقيقة كلهن ها بسيمة شلطانات قطنا زلمات إيران قاهيرياتو قبني أمتن جو أطرب ريخة إيران وقاهيرياتو قداها كنشيا يولد داها أونا شابرتا وشاركت إزجد الله الشلطانة عمن جداها جميتا مغزولة خبة ومرخمانوتة شلطانة قدينا توراية بطلابه من آلاها تا نطرانة آها أطرب ريخة إيران أمينايت بيوغ ذي الصورة عم شلطانة إيران بجبت باش خلنا ومقوية من سابي ضايغ متجرة مع عبدانا وخيلانا آها شلطانة اتلقوا دنيا دي لنا قداها بنيتها مدنخيتها بخواشة من العراق أطرت أواهاته بمارون من جيبت كل إزقده أخنواتي وختواتي بأمتها عاشوريثة أخنا رابا خدية وقت قاقها قمتت صغبورة وقل بني أمتن جو تهران أهم ديتا مارت شمة بسيمة أهم ديتا تشعيتانيتا اتلي الصورة بتشعيتة أمتن أهم ديتا خيتا وشابرتا اتلن هي بتبقى بكل خامن نوخن قوم ديتا تهران وبشوعة قادم جو أرمية أطرت أواهاتا هاي تنرابا بسيمة قخبوخن وإقاروخن هجدانا لمن شخلوخن جماياتا ورشمايت كنشت عما شورايا بالشاري قدمة نيشن إلى تشمة هكلا قانونه وهدمايوتا كنشيا بيش مكملو مقمرة قاطوتت أمتن عاشوريتا آشما إيخي دايقا أمتن آشما شابيرة أمتن بخشاوي لقيو كونايو كل مرعيات بشمان بريشة نيشن إيلت بيتة أمتن آطوريتها بايج مقوية ودارغ جاوي شلامة وبرميتو روخت أمتن نيشن إيلقت كل خلوات موديانة بهيايوتا ينشما آشورايا بيش مخيدي جو قشمت كالغ جو باتت كل لوخاشة قطلانة أمتن كل قشمن وقبن شركان بأهل مادا بليخنا بدار بمهمنوتا قومتا هذه ضانلة بلخانا تخمنياتا خي يدخلوا بيوخا شما بيخالب باقت همزة مخاقالة وطلب خاقوياتا مخاقالة بس مالوخن تخريتون لآهنيشن قصلواتوخن هاويتون سندان قداء كنشية عما آشورايا وهابيتون بسيمة قشركتوخن
با سپاس از آقای سرگان ددیشو دبیر کنگره ملی آشوری ها و دبیر کل حزب بین النهرین. آیین گشایش نخستین کنفرانس بین المللی آشوریان با سخنان آقای یوناتان بتکولیا پایان خواهد گرفت. آقای یوناتان بتکولیا نماینده آشوریان در مجلس شورای اسلامی، نایب رئیس اتحادیه جهانی آشوری ها و دبیر کل نخستین کنفرانس بین المللی آشوری ها. پیش از سخنان آقای یوناتان بتکولیا، آقای حبیب افرام سخنرانی خواهند داشت.
مهمانان عزيز سلام شلامة وخبة على الكل هون. What can a Lebanese Christian do in the capital of the Islamic Revolution at a time where Iran is the talk of the world as a non-compliant state in the eyes of the West, reviving the Shiite position, spreading Persian influence, supporting extremists, and above all, seeking to expand its role through nuclear force? Where does this Eastern Christian come from? And why is he here? What does he have to say? Wherever my people are, there I am. When I received an invitation to this reunion from Member of Parliament Jonathan Betkolia, our hero of Tehran, and the Secretary for Asia in the Assyrian Universal Alliance, I did not hesitate for a moment to accept. I was rather overwhelmed by a feeling of joy to be going back for the first time to a community with roots in Urmia and visiting people to whom I am linked by blood, culture, and history. And on top of that, I have looked forward to seeing Iranian culture and tradition representing deep and bountiful roots in this region and faced with questions about the future. Some people were even surprised to hear of this conference and asked, are there Christians in Iran? I, who closely follow the status of Christians of the East, can say the following about the Islamic Republic. First, Christians and all minorities for that matter have complete freedom in exercising their beliefs and religions and in learning and teaching their sacred languages, which in our case is the language of Christ in all educational institutions. Second, the system allows religious minorities to be represented in parliament, and more, it is the only nation where minorities elect their representatives without interference from the authorities. Third, the state helps and contributes in strengthening the cultural activities of our people through funding, which is especially helpful in maintaining links with our communities in Armenia, Iraq, and Syria. Maybe some of these fundamental rights are taken for granted in Western states, but in the East, they are unique. That is why we call on the leadership of the Islamic Republic, with all that it stands for in its Shiite revival and Islamic uprising, to declare that the Eastern Christians are also the people of this land and have full right to equality, citizenship, and continued existence, and to strongly reject any harassment of them or any claims that question their faith. I call on Iran to initiate a regular and periodic conference about Eastern Christianity to demonstrate that the indigenous Christianity is an indivisible part of this region and that it is not part of colonization or a crusade or an expansion of the West or its plans or a force for division or a pillar of tyranny. I call on the Islamic Republic of Iran to present a beautiful picture of Islam and of its revolution, and to be a cultural model for reconciliation with others that understand variety and accept it, rather than the Islam of rigidity, extremism, backwardness, and terror that now threatens to become the face of this great religion because of the actions of few militant organizations. We are all together in this conference because we share many issues. First, on Jerusalem, because it is the spiritual face of humanity. In it, we are closer to God. It is the mother of all churches. Jerusalem, or place of peace in our language, is one of heaven's gates. It is the city of 3 religions and 2 peoples. A just and comprehensive peace there is a prelude for all other solutions in the region, with Jerusalem at the core. Second, on Iraq, where the destiny of the East is being written, as we observe with pain the bleeding of our people, while the world watches in silence. We see Ur and Nineveh and Baghdad and question why, what is the objective? Are we entering into a confessional struggle, an explosion still more shattering and a longer occupation? Or is the establishment of a secure and sovereign regime still possible? On that, one that will assure all minorities and religions their rights and their future. And me coming from Lebanon, I would say third on Lebanon, where the love of Jesus blends with the Prophet Muhammad's wisdom, as Iran's former President Khatami has said in Beirut. It is where every Muslim possesses something of Christianity, and every Christian possesses something of Islam, where the pervasive worth provides a solid background for creativity, the prime national message. Will we stifle the creative possibilities of this vibrant society with internal struggles and external leverage? Finally, on a word that we want to safeguard for life, for every human being and for God. Aren't we tired of wars and crises? Fellow brothers at the conference, we are at a historical crossroad. We hear about a new Middle East, but all we see is destruction and blood and displacement. We hear about an Islamic Middle East.